Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. We are here with Clash Royale, folks, and this is another episode of Everything Royale. And in today's episode, we're going to go over a Mega Knight deck that we created. But before we do that, just got to announce something huge in the Clash Royale world. The Clash Royale League has announced its North American and European esports teams today. And folks, there's some big organizations involved. You got Team Castle, you got Tribe Gaming, you got 100 Thieves, right, which is new to the Clash Royale scene. They're huge in other esports games, so it's great to see a big org like that jumping on board and bringing even more exposure to the game that we all love and play every day. So enough with that, folks, right, because that is great news. Let's get into this deck. So let's check it out. Alright, folks, so the deck consists of the Ice Wizard, the Baby Dragon, the Mega Knight, the Tornado, the Knight, the Mega Minion, the Dark Prince, and the Ice Spirit. We are combining some incredible cards, right? Because we already know that the Dark Prince is so meta right now, and he kind of belongs in every deck. He's just really, really good. Splash damage, charging, like his dynamics are awesome now. He just needed some tweaks and it sure as hell worked. Now, what we also did is paired it up with the Baby Dragon, Tornado, and Mega Minion, which is another combination that is amazing, especially since a lot of people are playing double Prince. Being able to pull in all the troops closer for your Ice Wizard, Mega Minion, Baby Dragon, everybody in this deck can be able to attack and hit. So we're going to go into two highlights, right? As we always do, we're going to explain to you how the deck is supposed to work, the ideas around the push on the first replay, and in the second one will be a play-by-play commentary. We have one ladder match and one challenge match replay. So let's check those out, folks. All right, so the first highlight, folks, we're going to explain to you how it works. Now, I just want to point one thing out. This deck here is intended to control the pace of the match. So there might be times where you don't need to use the Mega Knight, because if you're able to control it with all your other cards, you're in a good position. Like we did right there, we pulled the Hog Rider in, and we're able to drop in the Dark Prince to finish up whatever was there, and we're able to follow up with the Ice Wizard and the Mega Minion. So you see, we're supporting our support cards, and it just works out really well. Every card here does a good job against defending a lot of the most popular cards right now. Now, in the event that you're going up against like a deck that's cycling pretty quick, or like a Zap-Bait deck, where you know there's going to be a lot of cheap cost cards being thrown out, or if you know there's going to be a Hog Rider being rushing out, you're going to be cycling through your defensive cards rather than using your Mega Knight right away. So if you can save the Mega Knight to double elixir time, you're going to be in good position because you're going to be saving a lot of elixir during the match. So right there, we can easily use the Dark Prince to counter, and the Ice Wizard just to clean up whatever mess is there. And now you just still have your Ice Wizard backing up your Dark Prince, and then you can also bring in the Mega Minion. So again, you have a lot of good cards here that all work well with each other. I think the synergy is the most important dynamic in this deck. So see right there, we're able to get the crown. And again, you still have a tank, right? You got the Knight. The Knight can easily tank for you. You can do a push with the Knight and the Baby Dragon, the Knight and the Ice Wizard, and still allow yourself to have the Mega Minion and the Dark Prince to be able to counter everything else. And don't forget, you got the Tornado too. So use that Tornado to activate the King's Tower. Use the Ice Spirit against minion hordes, Skarmies, Goblin Gangs. I mean, you got a lot of stuff and tricks that you can pull off. So you see here, we were a little aggressive, but nonetheless, we still had cards to support, right? We had the Mega Minion there to be able to help against the minion horde. We also had the Ice Wizard. We had the Baby Dragon. And just in case you make a bad move, the Tornado can bail you out. It'll buy you extra time to throw all the cards in. And if you pull it off the right way, you can just destroy and incinerate their troops. So right there, we dropped the Mega Knight. So this goes back to what I was saying earlier. You don't need to always play the Mega Knight. I think I just dropped it there because I wanted to find a use for him in the deck. But then watching this replay now, I didn't even need to play Mega Knight at all. because the way the match was flowing, I was cycling, controlling. I mean, we were looking so good. So right there, you see, enough splash damage troops to be able to counter everything that they're throwing down. So now that we realize that the Mega Knight might not be a viable option to play because of the fast pace of the match, we're going to go small, right? It's like in basketball, right? When your team is playing small, you take out your center and you start playing with the smaller cards that can get the same effect done in a much more quick and efficient manner. So you got the Baby Dragon leading the push now. You got the Knight, you got the Mega Minion, and you still got your Dark Prince charging. They do a good job. They drop down the Furnace as a desperation measure. We still got a Baby Dragon in there for splash damage. Then we bring in the Ice Wizard that's going to go against that Skarmy. Look at that. Clean the mess up. We're going against the tower, and at this point, they threw the Fireball, so we got the Dark Prince in for some side action. Game over. Nice and easy, and opponent gives you a well played. What more better than that, right? So now let's show you the next replay where we're going to challenge match. All right, cool. Now this deck here that we're going up against is one that's definitely not meta, but it has some pretty good cards, right? It has the Mega Knight and it has a Graveyard. Now, folks, remember the Graveyard is a card that can just catch you out of nowhere, but we're showing you how we can easily defend against that too. We can also defend against this Witch. Like, we're going to be okay in this match. So we're going to do play-by-play now. So we use the Knight there to defend. We're going to back up with the Baby Dragon. That is like your standard tank push in the beginning. We'll drop down the Ice Wizard, so now we can support against that Witch. And they drop down the Mega Knight. So that's fine, right? Because now we know they have a Mega Knight. We'll tornado the Witch and the Mega Knight closer for the Baby Dragon to attack. Now, it did not work as smooth as we wanted to because it was a little late. Baby Dragon's HP was down. So we bailed ourselves out with that Ice Spirit. We're able to kind of get the Mega Knight away to give us time to drop down the Mega Minion and Knight. So they drop down the log. We're pushing with the Knight, and we're going to follow up with the Dark Prince so that we can get some damage done against that Witch, and we tornado everything over. So you see Dark Prince hit the Witch, hit whatever else was thrown before that. Didn't get a hit on the tower, but was still pretty good. All right, so we wait for our Elixir count to build up. Now, they mentioned they also have a Battle Ram. So, you know, they have a lot of explosive cards. Like, so right there, we had to use the Mega Knight against the Battle Ram. And we used the Mega Knight, the Mega Minion, and the Ice Spirit to combine attack against the Graveyard. So it caught us by surprise, but we were able to quickly adjust. Now, Mega Knight is attacking. We got the Dark Prince and the Mega Minion there. And we're going to do damage against this Mega Knight. And now we'll use the Tornado again to pull in the Spirit Goblins and the Mega Knight so that the Mega Minion can attack it. A lot of Megas going on. Alright, so again, we're waiting for that count to build up. So now we support the Knight with the Baby Dragon and Minion. And we know that they have a Fireball, so we threw the Ice Wizard to the side on purpose. Just to be able to protect it from, you know, that type of attack. Now we could drop down our Mega Knight since we saw that we're already in double elixir time. And we'll use a Tornado again to pull everything in. There goes a Fireball. Now we bring in the Dark Prince. And we'll follow up with the Mega Minion. And look at that. That Mega Knight did his job. It tanked, but we're able to get in there and finish the tower off. And we got enough cards up on the top where we can let the elixir count build up. So we can start focusing on finishing the push, right? Because I already knew they had a Fireball and they were going to go after the tower. So I didn't even worry about dropping anything down there. So again, Mega Knight's countering against the Mega Knight. We use the Dark Prince. Bam. And, you know, they're doing a good job. They're keeping us from getting to the tower. But at this point, we're cycling through and we're just giving them too much firepower. No pun intended. All right, so now we'll chill because I wanted to be able to defend against that Battle Ram and Graveyard push. So we do the same thing we did earlier. Mega Knight on the Ram, and we use the Knight against the Graveyard. And I pulled their Witch over to my side so that I can still keep the Mega Minion with my push and still be able to counter. So down the Mega Minion comes right back. Ice Spirit being used to stop the Mega Knight so that we all collectively could attack. And there goes the Dark Prince. And we're now focused on bringing our elixir count up. We're going to finish off whatever's there. And now we just wait. So we're going to do Mega Knight and Mega Knight. We'll follow up the Mega Minion. Should be able to take it out fairly quick. And again, with the Tornado. Double whammy. Ice Spirit to stop everything. And we're going to take them out. Now we'll come up top with the Baby Dragon, since we know that they don't have anything to counter it, because we just got rid of the Spirit Goblins. They drop down the Mega Knight. Our Dark Prince and Mega Minion still can counter. And folks, this match is getting intense, right? I had to think of stuff on the fly. So again, Tornado buys us more time, brings their push back, and now we're going to wrap this up. So there goes the Graveyard. We'll drop down the Mega Knight on top of everything there. Knight against the Battle Ram. And Ice Spirit to finish up those graveyard skeletons. And now we go with our push again. Dark Prince, Mega Minion, Mega Knight, and the Knight all in there getting ready to finish this off. We'll use the Tornado to pull that witch away. And the Knight will defend against the Battle Round along with the Baby Dragon. And we got the Mega Minion in there as well. We're going to wrap this game up. The momentum is too strong. Now we got the Ice Wizard supporting against the Goblin gangs, against the skeletons being spawned from the Witch, and we're game over. So that's it, folks. I know the match was crazy. And, you know, one could say that it took a little bit longer to get this victory, but the whole point is just keep to your deck, right? You see that we're able to control and counter everything they had. They had different win conditions in his deck. And they had different dynamics too. I mean, we're talking about our Battle Ram, which is a surprise element card, a bridge spam card, which is really strong. Graveyard, win condition right there. And they got a Mega Knight, which is like a huge tank that you can't ignore. So we were able to counter all three different types of scenarios. So there you have it, folks. So I appreciate all the support. Always. You guys have really been loving the Clash Royale videos. So that's why I'm trying to put out more deck videos as often as I can. And again, in the comment section, if there's something that you want me to do a deck on, just drop a comment and I'll try to figure out a way to do it. Like we did here. The Mega Knight deck was requested. We're coming through with the delivery. Before that, a Golem Beatdown was requested. And before that was a Graveyard. And then we also coming in with our own decks that we find along the way that we're able to tweak or create on our own. So I hope you guys appreciate that, because I appreciate the support for real. So be sure to hit that like button if you enjoy this. If you're new to the channel, then you're already watching me up to this point. You might as well hit the subscribe button. You got to tap the bell for notifications. That's important now, because if not, you will not get the newest video. And you won't know if your deck request was granted, right? So other than that, folks, enjoy it. Peace out.